educational prospect is the condition of second house represents the environment the child is likely to experience, and it also represents speech of the native. When benefic planets occupy or aspect second house, early childhood education becomes highly effective. But when malefic planets occupy or aspect second house, early childhood gets challenges on education. Similarly, when second house is occupied by a natural benefic, speech becomes impressive. When Jupiter, as lord of second house, occupies second house, the native's speech becomes very effective with full of wisdom. The quality gets modified by aspect of other planets. When Mercury, as lord of second house, occupies second house, the speech becomes very logical and effective. When second house is afflicted, speech becomes rough and ineffective. School and college education is represented by fourth house. School education builds the foundation on which child builds his future. Fourth house determines the quality of education a person likely to get at school and at college level. Fourth house also guides in choosing a subject that can act as a foundation for successful career. Fifth house is very important for education. It represents intelligence that a native possesses, which helps him to earn his livelihood. When fifth lord is in a beneficial position and fifth house is occupied or aspected by benefic planets, the native becomes very sharp and intelligent. The condition of lord of fifth and fifth house determines the level and quality of mind of the native. Ninth house represents higher education like PhD and proficiency in some specialized subjects. The quality and type of proficiency is determined by the planet occupying or aspecting ninth house and condition of ninth lord. People having no formal education but powerful ninth house or ninth lord earn recognition because of command over a subject and may be learned in many languages, which they learn in due course of time. D24 represents fruits of schooling. The ascendant of D24 and fifth house are analyzed to check if there is sufficient strength to attract favorable circumstances for attracting good schooling and mentors to succeed in educational pursuits. However, D24 should be analyzed if time of birth is fairly accurate. The natural karakas like Jupiter and Mercury represents intelligence and wisdom. Hence, in a natal chart, if Mercury and Jupiter are well placed, they and build good relationship with the ascendant or lord of the ascendant, the native achieves high degree of education. Finally, Dasa represents the dynamic factor in Vedic astrology. It will have a major impact on life of the native in all spheres of life, including education. Hence, Dasa scheme has to be analyzed to find impact of time on educational pursuit of the native.